You know who was also back? As of yesterday, the Packers defense has returned to the fore. They're not even full strength, are they? Aaron Rodgers came back yesterday, but I'm talking about the Packers defense being back because I'm just going to take Aaron Rodgers' performance and place that one aside, man. I don't know how the hell. He said his wind was fine after the game. I don't know how that's possible.
Yeah.
I mean, God bless him, whatever he might be doing for his body and his health and what I know, whatever he's putting in his body, I don't know, actually. But they're all hopefully keeping him as healthy as possible.
That was a weird game yesterday.
And by the way, I just want to make sure everyone understands I'm not saying that Aaron Rodgers is taking any performance enhancers at all. I'm just saying whatever he's taking in his body to stave off any effects of COVID-19, man. Because that is a no-joke virus. And Aaron Rodgers came out yesterday, and he looked a little off. You can't blame him. Seattle's defense also looked really good. The Prez was running all over the place. And that defense was running down everybody. And they got DK Metcalf's grill mentally, clearly. And A.J. Dillon with none other than our favorite Aaron Jones out of the game with a knee injury after he performed well. But A.J. Dillon, man, he is a load. And the Green Bay Packers are sitting there at 8-2 right now atop the conference, and that is a team to beat. That is a team to beat because they're defensively, they're going to get stronger and better too. And Rodgers is going to get his legs under him. I thought that was a terrific performance for Green Bay. Check that one off. And you got to sit here and wonder about the Seahawks. Let me linger on this one for a second, if you don't mind.
Please do.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Week-to-week league, we're going to have Overreaction Monday later on. I get it. We talk about that every week. Every week's a new season. But there are season-long storyline arcs every year. And, for instance, rookie quarterbacks. What's going to happen with all of them? For instance, what about a new head coach in this new spot? What's that going to look like? Matthew Stafford, new quarterback, new spot. What's that season-long storyline going to look like? One of the season-long storyline arcs that began right after the Super Bowl in full bloom of everybody was Russell Wilson's future with the Seattle Seahawks. And how will that play out during the season? Or how will the season playing out affect it? They're 3-6. They are 3-6. They are in deep trouble, gents. If you put up the NFC standings right now, you can take a look at just how in trouble the Seattle Seahawks appear to be. Now, you can go on a run. You could just see how one win can change anything, really, from week to week. They're not even on our board of sniffing it. It's cut off with the 49ers at 11th seed right now at 3-5. You're 3-6. You're looking up at the Eagles. How about them apples?
Who look pretty good.
You're looking up a game behind the Vikings, who at 4-5, you get one thing here, you get one thing there, you get one thing there, you get another thing there, and wait a minute, another thing there. Right? And they're much better than 4-5.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll tell you what the Seahawks are missing. They are missing that load at running back in the worst way. Just look at what Najee Harris has done for the Steelers. I mean, they almost pulled that one off yesterday without Big Ben. But look what Najee Harris does for the Steelers. Look what Marshawn did for you guys when you were Legion of Booming. 12s. Chris Carson is a good running back. He can't stay healthy. Guy can't stay healthy. Alex Collins not cutting it. It's just you need somebody like A.J. Dillon to roll right downhill, to do that mesh point stuff with Russell Wilson that Russell can play action off of, and also take the pressure off this guy. Now, you could sit here and say, well, that's DK. That's Tyler Lockett. We should be beating up on people. Well, what happened yesterday? Maybe you run into a good defense and you're going to need to actually keep your offense on the field. And also, too, it's just, I don't know, our friend Pete is just so tight, conservative. Mm-hmm. They had like a 4th and an inch early on in the game. Right around midfield. Didn't go for it. Punted. What are we doing? You're 3-5 coming off a bye. What's going on? Maybe you don't have that guy in the backfield. I'll pull it all together here. You know who they're missing? A kid like my kid, Hassan Haskins from Michigan. You watch him run? Ever watch him run? There's going to be a bunch of kids coming out in college. They need one. They got to take one.
Big time.
They got to take one like the Steelers and do it in the first round and go take whoever it is. That's who Seattle needs. You need a kid like, again, I watched this kid on Saturdays from Michigan. I love him. It's all he does. He turns 1-yard gains into 4. He turns 5-yard gains into 20. He turns 2-yard losses into 1-yard gains or no gains at all. Always falling forward. Who's that guy for the Seahawks right now? I know we're going to be sitting here, let Russ cook and all that stuff, and I know that drives Pete nuts. That's what they seem to be missing to me right now. They miss that guy that they could just roll downhill 25, 30 times a game so Pete can play that tight-fisted conservative approach, get those touchdowns that they couldn't get yesterday, and play tough defense. That's got to kill the Seattle fans. They got that defense that looked like they couldn't stop a cold, right? They went into Green Bay yesterday, and I know Aaron had COVID and coming off of COVID, but that was still Devontae Adams out there, and before Aaron Jones got hurt, and then A.J. Dillon, they just keep rolling him downhill. Seattle's kind of missing that guy. You know?
They're missing a lot of stuff.
I mean, who are they missing?
They're missing Chris Carson.
They are, but he's not when he's in the game. I mean, he can be that guy.
You know,
he was that guy for like seasons. You know what I mean? But I'm talking about just like a Pro Bowl difference maker at that position. He can't stay healthy. I'm sorry to say it.
And they're missing Marshawn Lynch.
They go to the well, I mean,
that's what I mean.
Most of the whole league is.
Missing a guy like that though. Also, Russ that doesn't look right.
Well, I mean, he had a pin removed from his finger, man.
I mean, first time back in 6 weeks.
That's why it would have been great. That'd have been great to just hand it off to somebody.
Rushed it back. Seems like he came back too soon. I get that he really wanted to play in this game and have that showdown. Seattle and Green Bay have had epic
I don't know, man. I don't know if Geno Smith would have been any better yesterday.
Really?
Really?
Russ scored 0 points.
I know that.
So
first time.
Couldn't have done any worse.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.